To start off my speech, I'm going to do 2 impressions of Mr. Hannibal. Hello, I'm Mr. Hannibal, and I'm doing an inspirational speech. You guys are the best musicians in all of Orange County. Thank you. Now time for my second one. Thank you.
Without Mr. Hannibal, I would have nothing to do with music. I wouldn't even be at this school without Mr. Hannibal. And I wouldn't know what it's like to be in marching band and to have all these people.
So, my most bonding moment with Mr. H is probably when I got really angry and I stormed off field and kind of broke down behind the trailers, but he was there to help me through it and let me leave early, which was really nice.
So Mr. H is pretty great. I mean, he just kind of goes around leaving people in bathrooms sometimes at competitions.
My favorite memory with Mr. Hannibal was actually before I even joined band. I was going to be a sophomore and kind of wanted to join this band thing. And I went to Mr. Hannibal asking what instrument I should play, since I didn't have any prior experience in music. And he looked me in the eye and said, "I have the lips for a trombone." I had no idea what that meant.
Me, Spindle, Kat Ramirez, and Lindsay Kotenberger were all talking in a bathroom after a competition one day, and the rest of the group left without us knowing, led by Mr. H. And we didn't notice for like a good 10 minutes, and then when we got out and realized the whole group was gone, we started running around the campus to find where they went. And it was good times, and we finally found them while they were going up the bleachers to go sit and watch the award ceremony. And we saw Mr. H, and he just kind of gave us his legendary wink thing, and it was good times.
When I think of Mr. Hannibal, I think of the wink, the legendary Mr. H wink.
Thanks for all the awesome, fun times in band.
Mr. H has taught me that the band program isn't just another program at the school. We're a family, and we work together to achieve common goals such as state championships.
Mr. Hannibal has always been the person who believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. He's always been there for me, and he's like a second dad to me. I mean, I think all of us know that he's always been there for us and that he's always had our best interests at heart. Even if we joke about how Mr. Hannibal is so mean, we all know that he's done a lot for us, and so that how do you thank someone for all that he's done?
I can think of countless times in which we've angered Mr. Hannibal, but every day is a new day, and he treats us the same regardless of what we've done, and he loves us truly.
I learned from Mr. H that it's very important to keep pushing through things. Even when trouble comes your way, when obstacles show up, you gotta keep going. You can't stop.
Mr. H has taught me to value my relationships with others, and that working hard can really pay off.
And on behalf of the entire band and color guard, that Mr. H has taught us so many things. He has taught us to work harder when we lose and be humble when we win. He has taught us to love one another as family. We thank you, Mr. H, and we love you.
Mr. H has taught me that family is what it's all about. Because we're there for each other, and we love and care for each other. And that's something I'm really going to miss about him.
I'd say one of the most distinct things that showed up was, hey, get on the podium and have a straight face, and you're going to conduct, and you're going to lead all these people, even though you're new at it. So that was like junior year. But I mean, that was pretty huge for me. I mean, I still use those skills.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. H.
Thank you, Mr. H.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. H.
Thank you, Mr. Hannibal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. H.
But we thank you, and we'll miss you, Mr. Hannibal.